All right, so today we're going to be diving into You Deserve to Be Rich
Okay.
by Rashad, Bilal, and Troy Millings.
Yeah,
And this one was actually picked by you, the listener.
that's right.
So I'm really curious to see what they have to say.
Yeah, me too. I've heard a lot about this book. It's really popular.
Yeah, it is. And these guys, they're not just like random financial gurus.
No, they're not.
They're the guys behind Earn Your Leisure,
Uh-huh.
which is this platform. It breaks down, financial concepts, entrepreneurship,
It's investments, all that.
all of it.
Yeah.
So, they seem like they're walking the walk.
Yeah. They're definitely out there doing it.
And the book itself, I don't know if you get this vibe, but it's like having a motivational coach.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's very empowering, very motivational.
Yeah.
But what I thought was interesting about it is they go beyond just the surface level advice.
Okay.
A lot of financial books are all about what to do, invest here, budget there.
Yeah.
But these guys, they really dig into the why. They argue that our beliefs about money, a lot of times negative beliefs that we've picked up over time, are actually the biggest roadblock to building wealth.
So it's like, even if we know all the right steps to take,
Yeah.
if we don't actually believe that we can be wealthy, it's not going to happen.
That's their argument. Yeah, and they actually offer some pretty specific techniques
Okay.
to address that.
Like what?
We're talking about visualization affirmations, things that, some people might think are a little out there, but
A little woo.
yeah, a little woo-woo, but,
Sure. Yeah.
maybe there's something to it.
I'll admit, when I first read about the visualization stuff, I was a little skeptical.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But then I remembered a friend of mine. She swears by it.
Oh, really?
She visualized getting her dream job, and she got it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's coincidence, maybe it's not.
Makes you think.
It does make you think.
Yeah.
And even if we're skeptical,
Yeah.
what's the harm in trying?
Exactly. And that's what they say. Keep an open mind,
Right.
Break free from those self-limiting beliefs.
Okay, so mindset is huge.
Yeah.
But what about that other big hurdle? The fear of failure.
Yeah.
I feel like that stops so many people from even trying to improve their finances.
Oh, for sure. It's a universal fear, right? But what I like is how they reframe it.
Okay.
They don't see failure as the end.
Yeah.
They see it as part of the process.
It's like that whole fail forward thing.
Exactly. Fail forward and embrace those setbacks. Learn from mistakes.
Right.
To them, failure is not a stop sign.
Yeah.
It's a detour that can actually lead you to a better route.
Okay, so we've got the mindset piece.
Yeah.
But this book is called You Deserve to Be Rich.
Uh-huh.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Okay, let's do it.
What practical advice do they offer?
So they lay out 4 key principles for building wealth.
Okay.
Financial education, multiple income streams, strategic investing, and entrepreneurship.
Those are big ones.
They are big ones, and they see these as the pillars of a solid financial foundation.
Multiple income streams.
Yeah.
That's something I've been hearing a lot about lately.
Yeah.
Makes sense though, right?
Yeah, you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
So,
So they're not just saying go get a second job.
no.
What are they talking about?
They're talking about all sorts of things like real estate investing, even side hustles,
Side hustles.
using your skills,
So what are some realistic side hustles that they recommend?
Well, they really highlight the power of the internet and technology, in creating these new opportunities.
Yeah.
So you can, start an online business.
Okay.
Do freelance writing or design, even teach online courses.
Yeah.
They really want you to get creative
I like it.
and leverage your passions.
Yeah, I know someone who started selling handmade jewelry online as a side hustle.
Oh, wow.
And now it's her full-time gig.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this stuff can work. It absolutely can.
So they really want us to think outside that 9-to-5 box.
Yeah.
Explore different avenues for generating income.
Exactly. And that leads into another one of their principles, strategic investing.
Okay, now when I hear investing, I immediately think Wall Street stockbrokers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a whole lot of complexity.
It can be a little intimidating.
Is that what they're talking about?
They definitely cover stocks and bonds.
Okay.
But they break it down in a way that's really easy to understand.
Okay, good.
It's not about getting rich quick, It's about long-term growth, building a portfolio that fits your goals
Yeah.
and your risk tolerance.
So it's less about day trading,
Yeah,
more about making smart choices for the long haul.
exactly. And doing your research, understanding different types of investments,
Ah.
and not being afraid to ask questions.
Okay.
Knowledge is key,
Knowledge is power.
especially when it comes to investing.
All right, so we've got financial education, multiple income streams, strategic investing. What's the fourth principle?
Entrepreneurship. And this one really seems to be close to their hearts.
Yeah, I mean, there's something empowering about building your own business, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Being your own boss.
Yeah, but it can also be super risky.
Yeah, for sure.
But they argue it's a calculated risk.
Okay.
And they provide like a roadmap, if you will.
Okay.
Covering everything from like coming up with a business idea to marketing to scaling, like all of it.
So it's not just leap of faith and hope for the best.
No, it's not.
They give you concrete steps to take.
They do. And they also share a lot of stories of like successful entrepreneurs.
Oh, cool.
People who started from scratch and built incredible businesses.
Yeah, like those rags to riches stories.
Exactly. And it's really inspiring stuff. And it shows that, entrepreneurship is challenging.
Yeah.
But it is a viable path to wealth.
Okay, so we've got these 4 pillars.
Yeah.
Financial education, multiple income streams, strategic investing, entrepreneurship. But there's something else that sets this book apart, right?
There is.
This whole legacy concept.
Yeah, and that's what makes this book more than just a how-to-get-rich guide.
Okay.
You're asking a bigger question: what will you do with your wealth?
Oh, that's a good question.
It is.
So it's not just about accumulating the money, it's about what you do with it.
Yeah.
The impact that you have.
Exactly. They talk about things like generational wealth, teaching your kids about finances,
Okay.
even philanthropy, giving back to your community.
When they say generational wealth, do they just mean like leaving money for your kids?
It's more than that. It's about, instilling financial literacy,
Yeah.
passing on knowledge and skills so that future generations can build on what you've started.
I like that.
It's about breaking those cycles of poverty and empowering your family for the long term.
That's a powerful concept.
It is.
So it's not just about getting rich yourself.
Right.
It's about using your wealth to make a difference.
Exactly.
To create a lasting legacy.
Yes, and that brings up an interesting question for you.
Okay.
What kind of impact do you want to have? What does building a legacy mean to you personally? Just something to think about.
Wow. Yeah, you really got me thinking there.
All right.
So we've covered the mindset piece, the 4 principles, and this whole idea of legacy.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting to see why this book resonates with so many people.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here, and we've only just scratched the surface.
I'm intrigued. Let's keep digging.
Let's do it. Okay, so let's unpack those 4 principles a little bit.
Yeah, let's dive in.
Starting with financial education.
Okay.
They really consider this the bedrock of everything.
Yeah, they talk about it a lot in the book, but beyond just saying, like, it's important,
Right.
what makes their approach to financial education unique?
They believe that financial literacy is a right,
Okay.
not a privilege.
Okay.
It's not just for the wealthy or the financially savvy. It's for everyone.
I like that.
And they stress that it's never too early or too late to start,
Yeah, that's a good point.
you know?
So it's not just about, like, knowing how to balance a checkbook.
Yeah.
It's really about understanding how money works.
Exactly.
How to make it work for you.
Yes, understanding things like budgeting, saving, investing, managing debt, all the fundamentals.
Right.
Empowering yourself to make informed decisions about your money.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So once you have that solid financial foundation,
Yeah.
then what?
Then you start building those multiple income streams.
Okay.
Remember, it's all about diversifying your income, so you're not reliant on just a single source.
But I think for a lot of people, especially those working in 9 to 5,
Yeah.
the idea of adding even more work to their plate can feel overwhelming.
Oh, for sure. It can be a lot.
So what are some more manageable ways to create those additional streams of income?
Well, they talk about the gig economy,
Okay.
things like freelance writing, graphic design, virtual assisting.
Yeah.
There are so many opportunities now to leverage your skills online.
Right.
And the beauty of it is you can often set your own hours and work from anywhere.
That's a good point. It's not always about adding another full-time job.
Exactly.
It could be a side hustle that fits into your life.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be strictly online either.
Okay.
They talk about things like renting out a spare room on Airbnb, driving for a ride-sharing service,
Yeah.
or even teaching a skill you have in your local community.
Yeah.
It's about getting creative, finding opportunities that align with your interests and your lifestyle.
I like that they encourage us to think outside the box.
Yeah.
It's not just about, like, getting a second job at the coffee shop down the street.
Exactly. Now, once you start generating some extra income,
Mm-hmm.
it's time to think about strategic investing.
Okay. This is where my eyes start to glaze over a little bit.
Yeah, I get it. It can be a little intimidating.
Can we break down strategic investing in a way that, even someone who's clueless about finance can understand?
Absolutely. So think of your investment portfolio like a garden.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to just plant one type of flower, right?
Right.
You want a variety to create a beautiful and thriving ecosystem.
I'm following you so far.
Okay, so different types of investments are like the different flowers in your garden.
Got it.
You have stocks, bonds, real estate, maybe even some more exotic investments like cryptocurrency.
Okay.
It's all about diversifying your portfolio so you're not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Okay, so strategic investing is about making smart choices, spreading out your investments, and not just chasing the latest hot stock tip.
You got it. And it's a long game, remember?
Right.
They're all about patience and consistency when it comes to investing.
So it's about planting those seeds and nurturing them over time?
Exactly. It's not about getting rich quick.
Right.
It's about building wealth slowly and steadily.
Okay.
Speaking of building, our final principle is entrepreneurship.
Okay, this one feels both exciting and terrifying at the same time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The idea of starting my own business is alluring, but also intimidating.
I get it. It's a big step and it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
But they are big advocates for entrepreneurship. And they offer some really practical advice for those who are ready to take the plunge.
Like, what? Give me an example.
Well, they really emphasize the importance of solving a problem.
Okay.
What need can your business fulfill?
Yeah.
What gap in the market can you fill? They encourage you to think about your passions, your skills, what unique value can you offer?
So it's not just about picking some random business idea out of a hat.
No, it's not.
It's about finding something you're truly passionate about and figuring out how to turn that into a viable business.
Exactly. And they talk about things like validating your idea, doing market research, creating a business plan, all the steps you need to take to build a solid foundation.
So they don't just throw you out there
No, they don't.
and say good luck.
No, they actually give you the tools.
And they also share some of those inspiring stories
Oh, yeah.
of entrepreneurs who have made it big.
They love those rags to riches stories.
Yeah.
People who started with nothing but a dream and a hustle and went on to build these incredibly successful businesses.
I love those stories because it shows that, you know, with hard work, determination, a bit of creativity, anything is possible.
That's the message they want to convey.
Yeah.
They want to inspire people to believe in their own potential and to see entrepreneurship as a real possibility, not just a pipe dream.
So we've got these 4 pillars of wealth creation.
Yes.
Financial education, multiple income streams, strategic investing, and entrepreneurship. It's a pretty comprehensive approach.
It is.
But there's something else that they talk about that really sets them apart from other financial gurus.
Right. You're talking about the legacy piece.
Exactly. It's not just about getting rich for yourself.
Yeah.
It's about what you do with that wealth. How do they suggest we go about building a legacy?
Well, they touch on a lot of things, but one key aspect is generational wealth.
Okay.
And it's not just about passing on money.
Right.
It's about instilling financial literacy in future generations.
So it's not about leaving your kids a trust fund and hoping for the best.
No.
It's about teaching them how to manage money responsibly, how to build wealth for themselves.
Precisely breaking those cycles of financial struggle and empowering future generations to create a better financial future.
I like that it's not about giving them a handout.
Right.
It's about giving them the tools and knowledge to succeed.
Exactly. And it's not just about family either.
Okay.
They also talk about leaving a legacy through philanthropy,
Oh, yeah.
giving back to your community, supporting causes you believe in.
So it's about using your wealth to make a positive impact on the world.
Exactly. Thinking bigger than yourself, leaving the world a better place than you found it.
Wow, that's pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah.
So You Deserve to Be Rich
Yeah.
is more than just a financial guide.
It is.
It's really a philosophy for living a more fulfilling life,
Yeah.
a life that has purpose and meaning.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm feeling inspired.
Yeah.
I'm ready to hear more about how they suggest putting all of this into practice.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I'm getting this sense from them that they really believe that anyone can achieve financial success. But let's be real. Not everyone starts from the same place.
Right.
You know, some people face systemic barriers that make it way harder to get ahead. Do they address that at all in the book?
They do. They acknowledge that the playing field isn't level.
Okay, good.
They talk about things like, racial wealth disparities, limited access to education and resources, in certain communities.
Yeah.
Real issues that can make it tougher for some people to build wealth.
So they're not just like living in this, pull yourself up by your bootstraps fantasy land.
They're grounded in reality.
Okay.
But their point is that even with these obstacles,
Yeah.
you can still take control of your finances.
Yeah.
It might require more effort, more creativity,
All right.
but it's not impossible.
It's about focusing on what you can control,
Exactly.
even when the circumstances are tough.
Yeah, and that's where their emphasis on mindset really comes in.
Right.
They believe that even in the face of adversity,
Uh-huh.
a positive mindset can be a powerful tool.
So it's about believing in yourself, believing in your ability to overcome those challenges
Yeah,
and create a better future, even when the odds seem stacked against you.
that's the heart of their message.
Yeah.
They want people to feel empowered, not defeated.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal of this book.
Yeah.
It's not just about financial tips and tricks.
Yeah.
It's about a whole mindset shift.
It is a mindset shift.
Yeah.
It's about taking ownership of your financial journey,
Uh-huh.
not letting your circumstances dictate your destiny.
Right. And they offer those practical strategies to help you do that.
They do.
Okay, so we've talked about the 4 principles, the legacy concept,
Yeah.
the importance of mindset.
Uh-huh.
As we kind of wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
what's the one big takeaway you think listeners should walk away with?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's the idea that wealth is not just about money.
Yeah.
It's about freedom,
Oh, okay.
opportunity, and the ability to live a life that's aligned with your values.
That resonates with me too.
Yeah.
It's about having choices, being able to pursue your passion,
Yeah,
make a difference in the world.
exactly.
And it's about recognizing that you deserve that.
Uh-huh.
You deserve to be rich.
Yes.
In every sense of the word.
I love that.
And as we close out, I want to leave our listener with a final thought-provoking question.
Okay.
If you could only implement one principle from this book,
Yeah.
which one would it be and why?
That's a great question. It really makes you think.
Yeah.
You know what? Probably for me, it would be the focus on financial education.
Okay.
It's the foundation for everything else.
Knowledge is power.
Exactly. And the more you understand about money,
Uh-huh.
the more empowered you are to make smart choices and create a secure future.
So to our listener out there,
Yeah.
take a moment to reflect on that question.
Yeah.
Which principle speaks to you the most?
Uh-huh.
And what action can you take today to start putting it into practice?
That's right. You deserve to be rich.
Yes.
It's time to claim your financial future.
This has been an incredibly insightful deep dive.
It has been.
Thank you for sharing your expertise with us.
It was my pleasure.
And to you, our listener, thank you for joining us on this journey.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
We hope you've gained some valuable insights and are feeling inspired to take control of your financial well-being.
Yeah.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving for that richer life.
Yes.